Let's Talk Arts and Entertainment on WMAY. So many things going on that you can watch, you can listen to, you can get in tune with all sorts of events going on. And we're going to talk about some of those events with Gus Gordon on State of the Arts. Gus, how are you?
Kevin, I'm great. Bring it on. We got lots to talk about today.
Yes, we do. We have quite a bit, including some pretty exciting breaking news, basically, with the UIS Broadway series.
Right.
We have some shows coming through. Those were just announced yesterday.
I heard Brian Reeves giving out the rundown on Jim's show last night on Thursday night. And it's a good group of shows. Literally something for everybody.
There really is. I mean, they got Escape to Margaritaville. I got it pulled up here. Rent, the Donna Summer musical, Fiddler on the Roof, Officer and a Gentleman, and Anastasia. So there really is really is something for everyone. I mean,
it covers the gamut. September 28th is Escape to Margaritaville, which is just what you'd expect it to be. It's a musical jukebox of all the Jimmy Buffett songs, and it has a plot, and they use all those great songs. Then there is what's being billed as the final season of Love, and I'm not sure what the final part is, but of Rent, November 18th. So maybe it's the final professional tour. I don't know. We'll have to ask Brian Reeves about that one. Summer, the Donna Summer musical on December 19th. Fiddler on the Roof, that old favorite, coming back to Springfield on March 24th. And it looks like it's the newer production that was on Broadway. And so it'll be a reinterpretation for folks in Central Illinois. It won't be the same traditional staging probably that you've seen before. June 2nd is An Officer and a Gentleman, which is a new movie adaptation. I haven't heard a lot about that one. And Anastasia on June 23rd. Have you heard about Officer and a Gentleman?
No, I only know of the movie, so I didn't know it was a musical. So it'd be cool to see it because I know nothing about it. So.
Well, they made musical versions of Ghost and Sleepless in Seattle and so many other movies of that type. It goes back to Urban Cowboy was on Broadway even, and Saturday Night Fever. And so a lot of those old popular movies. A Pretty Woman was on Broadway. The Bodyguard is a stage musical.
Yeah, I always got a kick out of Pretty Woman being a musical because it's like, well, there was already a musical. It was called My Fair Lady. I mean, so.
Get it. Don't be bitter, Kevin. Don't be bitter.
I'm just kidding.
You mean Eliza Doolittle was a lady of the... No, she wasn't.
No. No. Anyways. So those shows are coming up. It'll be interesting to see because, I've only seen Fiddler on the Roof and Rent and I've seen the movie of Anastasia, but I haven't seen the stage version. And there's a lot of brand new stuff. So a lot of cool shows coming through UIS. That was a great announcement.
I think so too. It's a nice mix of familiar and unfamiliar, and we need new shows. We've all seen the ones we love a lot of times, so it's good to see something new to be the next big thing. So kudos to Brian Reeves and his staff for putting together a good group of shows. They also have some great other entertainment coming their way. I know Who's Live Is It Anyway, which is several of the Who's Line cast members, Ryan Stiles and Jeff Davis, and I think it's Greg Proops, and then one of the Murray brothers, not Bill Murray and not Brian Doyle Murray, but their younger brother is a part of that quartet. My wife and I and son saw that in Bloomington Normal a couple of years ago, and it was great. And, of course, Brian had that at the Sangamon Auditorium a couple of years ago, too, and equally good. So fun entertainment.
Nice. Yeah, very good. And they also have also with UIS's theater department. Now, this isn't the same thing as the touring productions, but there were a couple shows announced. One of them being Stop Kiss, which will be directed by Missy Thibodeau Thompson, and A Doll's House Part 2, which I know Doll's House. I know Doll's House Part 2 is pretty recent. I know, very recent. But so that'll be good. So those shows are coming up, and you can audition for those. Those will be October 22nd through the 30th, and then Doll's House Part 2 will be April 1st through the 9th.
And Eric Thibodeau Thompson is directing Doll's House Part 2?
Yes, he is. Yep.
Right. Well, yeah, that was on Broadway, about maybe 4 or 5 years ago now. Laurie Metcalf, I think, who is the sister on The Connors, or on what the show formerly known as Roseanne.
Mhm.
She starred in that and got great reviews. I think it's its premiere in Central Illinois, so good for them.
Yeah, that'll be really cool. That'll be cool to see. So yeah, look out for that. That'll be both of those are coming your way pretty soon, later this year and then next year. Also, there are some there is a lot of stuff going on just this week, but also a lot of things coming up next month. There's gonna be a lot of theater next month as well, and but just starting off, I guess, with last month leading into this month. So I guess this month, because I'm still thinking it's June, but time keeps marching on.
What the hell are you talking about?
July. Yeah. So we have quite a bit going on, and so I made my way to the first thing I did this week is I actually talked with Enamel, who is headlining the Legacy of Giving Festival on tonight and tomorrow, and I got to talk with them. They were great. They did an acoustic version of one of their songs, so that is a lot of fun. You can definitely listen to that on Facebook and YouTube, and of course, go to the Legacy of Giving Festival tonight. You can see them live performing their songs. That is going to be a lot of fun, and there's like 62 bands across 5 stages. You'll be able to see.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking at my phone to see what the weather's going to be, and it looks great
Beautiful.
tonight. It looks great tomorrow.
Yeah, it's this whole weekend is supposed to be sunny, so and warm, so be a nice weekend for all that.
And may I be the first to wish you a happy 4th of July.
Thank you. Happy 4th of July to you too.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And we also have Artist on the Plaza is still going on. I was able to make my way down there on Tuesday, and I talked with Mike Anderson, the dulcimer guy. First time I'd probably ever seen a dulcimer in person.
Oh, great.
And it was super cool. It was just super cool to watch him play it, because it's sort of figured like a keyboard, right? You play it sort of, it's like looking up at you, but he's strumming it. It was just super cool to watch him play it, and played all these songs, talked a bit with him afterwards, and so it's all just so many different genres and styles and people coming through. Artist on the Plaza, that is every Tuesday and Thursday for free.
Our buddy Sheila Walk is the director at the Springfield Area Arts Council, and Sheila does the work of about 6 mere mortals.
Yeah,
she does an amazing job, and she is such an advocate for the arts in the area. So I'm proud to call her a friend, and I'm so grateful of all the great work that she does to expose the community to the arts, and to help the artist and help the arts groups as much as she does. She's just sensational.
Oh yeah, she is absolutely, and she is she's always there, always got a smile on her face, reacting in the crowd, and talking with everybody, and walking around, and handing out posters and stuff, and I mean just always and just always there at 11 amp as well. And she really she does so many different, wears many different hats, and she's a great person.
She does. We're awesome. We're very lucky to have her in Central Illinois. People don't really know the amount of work she does, and they should. She should be celebrated.
Yes, she absolutely should. And speaking of 11 amp, I did attend 11 amp last night.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Because it was the Kevin Hart Trio was there, not me, but the Kevin Hart Trio, who I went to. I got an interview with him, and I got to talk with him, and he did a great job in his trio. And I told him this. I've told this story a couple of times now, but I'm going to tell it again, because I get such a kick out of it. When I was 1 year old, somebody called our house and was asking for Kevin Hart, and my mom was like, "Kevin's my 1-year-old son, and I'm calling the police if you don't tell me." She's like, No. I'm looking for Kevin Hart of the Kevin Hart Trio. So I told him that.
Ryan.
And I'm like, yeah, we go back 25 years, and we never even met each other. So.
Well, it was about time. Did he live up to your expectations?
Oh yeah, he's a great guy. We of course talked about his music and everything that he's been doing, but we also had a brief discussion about our name Kevin Hart being a very popular name, and being the comedian, the baseball player. We're like, there's so many different Kevin Hart's out there, but no, he did great. His jazz trio is amazing, and they were so fun to listen to. And after them with the New Orleans Jazz Ramblers, they did a great job too. And it was like supposed to rain last night, and it was beautiful. It was sunny, nice and warm, and it was just a great night last night.
Well, isn't it great when the weather cooperates?
Yes.
On a night like that, you really are at the mercy of the weather when you do an outdoor activity like that, and you put on an outdoor show. And it's great when it does cooperate and people come out. But even when it's raining, people still come out to support.
People were still there, yeah.
If they really like the act.
Yeah, no, they were still there. I think it was last week it was raining, and there was and they held it for a couple minutes, but there were still people out there with umbrellas and or maybe some people just sitting there and just watching it. I mean, so yeah,
it's water.
It's great. It's water. It's just water, right? Yeah. And so
well, now if you've got a guitar, that's one thing, and if you got microphones and electricity, that's another. But out there in the audience on a lawn chair, that's no big deal.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. So that's good. So those are all still going on. The Artist on the Plaza and 11 Amp free performances every single week. So in the afternoon you got Artist on the Plaza, and on Thursday nights you have the 11 Amp Foundation Festival on the Y Block. So definitely get down there if you haven't already. Get your favorite local downtown food. They have drinks from Anvil and Forge and Buzz Bomb in the back that you can get those as well. And just get out your lawn chair or your rug or whatever you want to put down there, rug, towel, wherever you want to put down, and just have a good time. Enjoy the arts.
And next Thursday night, as I understand it, Tito Puente Jr. will be performing, and that will be really exciting.
Yes, it will. That's going to be
a night of great music.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We have as I said, this month, we have plenty of theater going on. People can watch. On Monday, we're going to be bringing in the flight system for Mary Poppins, which will be exciting.
That's right. You're stage managing, right?
Yes, I am. And so we are. We're getting. What's up?
Don't drop Mary Poppins.
No, we won't. We're not gonna.
Okay, good. Just want to make that clear. You shouldn't do that.
No, never. No, we're not gonna do that. But
be careful.
We do, yes. And so and the show, and for the rehearsals I've seen shows great. I was there, met with some of the people from stage crew the other night, and in the other room they were doing vocals, and they sound wonderful. And I think it's gonna be such a great show. And that will be the middle of July. I'm looking over at my calendar right here, the 16th, 17th, 18th, and then the 23rd and 24th is when that show is going to be.
And it's a perfect show for kids. It takes the movie, it expands on it. It gives the parents' roles particularly a little more backstory and a little more character arc that we see them grow, we see them develop. And, the stage musical is just absolutely delightful. Damien and Morgan Kaplan, Andrew Manarich always do great work. So I think audiences will have just a wonderful experience.
Yes, they absolutely will. So that is coming. Get your tickets for that. Tickets went on sale today, so you can get your tickets for that already.
Great.
And also, as this week, I was able to head to Legacy Theater to get some interviews and some audio for The Music Man. Now, I didn't get to watch a whole lot of The Music Man. Right. I watched about one or two scenes, but I was in the orchestra pit for much of Act 1, and the orchestra sounds great. The cast is wonderful. What I saw, I was, everybody's doing such a great job. And I talked with Campbell Coker, who we did The Music Man 7 years ago, and we were just like reminiscing a little bit. And of course, Melissa Blankstein's doing the orchestra, and she did the orchestra out at Theater in the Park as well. So it's just a fun time getting, it's another fun show, getting back into doing shows. It's a classic show. It's one of those scores, because I remember we were talking one time about, I don't know if it was Hello Dolly or something, just one of those scores that like every time I hear it, I just like, I love this music and I just love listening to it. And it was, and so that show is opening up on the 9th, and that's at the Legacy Theater inside, and that is going to be also a very good time, I believe.
Oh yeah, great show, great group of people, And I think that's almost the entire month of July. They have, what, 18 performances?
Yeah, it's through to August 1st is when they're doing it. Yeah.
Lots of opportunities then to see a wonderful production.
Yes, absolutely. And then at the end of July and going into August as well, we'll have active creative teen theaters, Your Good Man, Charlie Brown. I was at the Hoagland last night very briefly to get a couple of things, and I was able to see a little bit of one of the rehearsals, and they're doing a great job. Doing some choreography, some dancing. I mean, it's so that's going to be great as well. Such a fun show and a great cast of young performers in there. Great that they're young performers also getting another thing to do theater wise as things start to open back up.
Yeah, we really look forward to that one. Of course, it'll be here at the Hoagland, and those young people have been working so hard for quite a while already, and they still have almost a full month to go because they'll be performing at the end of the month of July. But talented young people and beautiful, cute show with some great music. Of course, Happiness is one of the best known songs from that show. And theater lovers, most of us have done it at one time or another because it's been such a popular show over the years. But this is the first time I think it's been done in the region in quite a few years. It's been a while. It's been at least 10 years, I think, since it's been produced here. So a whole new generation will be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, because I remember seeing it like early in high school, I think, and that might have been one of the last times they did it. But it is such a fun, feel good show, and it's funny, and yeah, all the songs are great, and the characters everyone knows, so it's a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah. So,
and Kevin, I have to compliment you. You fill your schedule. You make it all over the place. You are a wonderful ambassador for the arts, and you go out and support all these different groups and different activities. So kudos to you. You do a super job.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much, Gus. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now is the point where you say something nice about me. No, I'm
yes. Yeah. No, but no, I very much appreciate all these weekly talks we've been doing, and how much you've also helped getting the word out with all this stuff, and all you've done with the Hoagland and everything.
No, seriously, man, I was teasing.
No, I appreciate it.
And you get out there and you do the legwork and you get the interviews, and that's awesome. And you're doing a real service.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much, Gus. Thank you. So we have plenty of shows coming up this month, as well as Levitt Amp. The UIS series has just been announced. Plenty of things to talk about, and I'm sure we'll have plenty more to talk about next time. Gus, thank you so much for joining me.
Kevin, you're welcome. Thanks for including me, and happy 4th of July weekend, everybody.
Happy 4th of July. So let's talk arts and entertainment on WMAY.